Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam, giving all praises, honor, and glory be to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, Shalawam to the Lord, so for elect. Once again, the Father's name is Yahawah, that means He is, He exists. The Son's name is Yahawashi, that means He saves, He delivers, He is salvation. And how you say Holy Spirit in the Lashawan Kadash is Rakah Kadash, Rakah equaling spirit, Kadash equaling holy. All right, Lashawan Kadash means holy language, Lashawan equals language or tongue, Kadash means holy. Alright, Salakia, I don't know what happened in the last video. I guess when I hit the button on accident, it stopped the recording. I just kept going, but this will be a part 2, or really just a continuation of the video that I just was doing. That will be uploaded right before this. Alright. So hey, second of all, giving double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Shalawam to the Lord, for elect. Let's get right back into it. Lesson brought to you in the spirit, power, and strength of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Alright, so just picking up where we left off, Iran fires missiles at remote UK-US base, claiming long-range capabilities it previously denied. Now, understanding that Diego Garcia is out there in the middle of the ocean, below India. It's in the Indian Ocean. Now, what I showed on the video beforehand is looking at it, you have Diego Garcia out here in the middle, pretty much where you see Indian Ocean right there. Okay, and Iran struck it, and that's about a 2,000 mile radius, right? 2,000 mile distance. Now, they have the capabilities to strike that area. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're seeing by them showcasing that. Now, that also means that they can strike Europe. It's about the same distance, the same range, So it's not a bluff. It's just showcasing that, hey, if you want to go that way, we can go that way, right? Now, so like go back to the articles. You can read a little bit of this one. Iran has fired missiles at the joint UK-US Diego Garcia base, all right? Claiming the strike shows its capabilities, right? Iran's reckless attacks lashing out across the region and holding hostage the Strait of Hormuz are a threat. Now, you can see this, and look who it is. NBC News. Already propaganda. They're reckless because what? They're fighting back. Anybody fighting back against big bad America is reckless. When we know that this is what? This is prophecy. Okay? I'll bring you back out that Jeremiah 50. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken, their arrows shall be as of a mighty, expert man, none shall return in vain. They're showing their missile capabilities and showing that they can attack and strike these targets with ease, So it's not reckless, it's just really showing you that if we want to hit you, we can. Okay? Now let's read this one. This is 2 Esdras 15, 29 and 30. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia, the Ishmaelite nations, such as Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, all these nations that right now are aligned with Israel and America, will eventually turn on them. All right? They shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Chalmanians, and these are the Iranians or ancient Persians, raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So you're going to see these nations join and fight this devil, man. All right? And that's what we're seeing, because this devil is furthermore being exposed. Okay? Now, going back to this article, Italy, Germany, and France to secure Strait of Hormuz passes only after ceasefire. They're not willing to give any type of military aid. Now, that also jumps into Revelations 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the horde, shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. They're already in that cautious type of mindset. Well, you're jumping in a fight, you're fighting recklessly, and we don't know if we should support you. Because the things that you're doing in this war aren't right. First of all, Israel is just rocking and doing whatever they want to. As Trump said that the other day, he said they attacked that oil field. I didn't tell them to do that. You know, they shouldn't have did that. But hey, sometimes they do things. I'm like, what? Sometimes they do things that you don't approve of. You know? So you're not in one mind. This is a house divided. You saying? These Edomite nations are divided all around the house. So, you know, it's a problem and it's going to fall. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is binding the strong man right now. You know what I'm saying? So furthermore in this one, Italy, Germany, France are prepared to help ensure safe passage, all right, through the Strait of Hormuz, but only after a ceasefire is in place. According to Euractiv, the leaders of the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Japan, and Canada previously issued a joint statement addressing Iran's disruption of shipping in this strategically important strait. Now, we know they gotta fight back, man. All right, anybody going against the whore, people looking at it like they're the terrorists. No, they got struck first. They try to negotiate, right? Israel don't want to negotiate. They always on some BS with every nation. They sign deals, they sign treaties, and they break them. All right, and then they slander and they paint the person that's attacking them, that's defending themselves, as the bad person. You know, keeping it going. They stated their readiness to contribute to ensuring the safe passage of commercial vessels. The countries also condemned the mining of waters, drone and missile attacks, and the effective closure of the strait to commercial shipping. They called on Iran to immediately cease its aggressive actions. You know, however, Rome, Berlin, and Paris later made it clear that immediate military assistance is not currently being considered. So they're not going to help you military-wise until you get that ceasefire. Instead, they are discussing a potential multilateral initiative that will begin only after de-escalation and a ceasefire of hostilities in the region. So they're not willing to get involved in a fight, in a war, right? But we understand that it's going to happen and they're going to strike America. Now, will they jump in and fight eventually? Yeah, the world is going to be at war before America is hit, before Israel is nuked. You know, you're going to have that draft. You're going to have that Isaiah 3, okay, towards the end. That's going to take place, all right, to bring forth Isaiah 4 and 1. It's Isaiah 3 and 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. A lot of these Israelites are going to be drafted, brought into the war. You know? Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, refuse. Take the prison time. Take the jail time. Okay? Don't go and fight this white man's war. You know? For somebody that already done served under this damn devil in his military campaigns and deployments. You know, I'm talking about back-to-back deployments, man. I done went over 6 deployments, man. Okay? Right? This devil don't give a fuck about his troops. Rest time is shit. You know? Nah. You got brothers, man. I saw this one brother jump off the ship, bro. Splattered on the barge. Body splattered on contact. Nigga fell about 50 feet off the flight deck. You know what I'm saying? The shit drove him insane. Had another individual jump into the ocean. You jumping into the deep, dark abyss. This is what that white man does to you in his military. Okay? He don't give a fuck about you. I'm going to tell y'all that right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So, the economic impact, as bringing out in the other video, is Revelations 6th chapter. And I'm going to bring it out one more time. And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, a day's wage. As I broke it down earlier in the other video. And 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine. Right? So, inflation, hyperinflation. This is all coming, all at the effect. It's cause, effect, and solution. all of the effect of the Strait of Hormuz being closed, of oil fields being bombed, of trade routes being stopped, blocked, of airplanes, cargo ships, trains, truckers. Fuel and diesel is going to affect truckers. So all of this is affecting each other. It's all bouncing off of one another. And the economy is affected. And then the American population and the UK population. Okay, because let's bring out that other article where, right, oh, I don't know if I read this. Yeah, I just read this in the other video. All right, I'm getting videos intertwined. But right here, most Europeans expect a more rapid increase in grocery prices in 2026. Okay, so Europe is feeling it even more because they're really dealing with the Strait of Hormuz. And this is before the war, February 9th, 2026. So now this is definite. All right, most definitely they're feeling this. Okay, so inflation is going to be the norm for the world, for the planet, due to a little old strait being shut down, man. But it's ultimately the will of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi coming forth and doing what he's doing to these people. Okay, because this is the time where he shall visit the earth. All right. So hey, with that being said, man, giving all praise and honor and glory be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone. Shalawam to the Lord's hope for elect. As always, call me Yasharahla and abad babal. Shalom, shalom.